The Steelers, they're going to go with Tim Wallace, Jonathan Phillips there on the back end, Matheson and Scott Arson. Arson, of course, scored that goal late on in the last game here, which gave the Steelers a glimmer of hope in the end. And we're underway with Andrew Hotham holding onto the puck now. Heads up play. Steelers look to set up defensively there, pretty passive on the puck. Shooting there was Matt Pope jumping into the play. The Devils will have an early offensive zone face-off with just 12 seconds gone. Parried away that time by Andreas Faldix. Steelers camped in their own zone a little bit. Here's Joey Haddad looking to muscle his way through to Mustakovs. Goes back to the point where Fournier has room through traffic. It can't find a way through. Another try out front. Saved there by the stick. They score! Justin Farina straight back into the lineup and back with another goal for the Cardiff Devils. They go up 1-0. Matthew Waugh, now it goes to Colton Fretter. Fretter will go back to Waugh. Good work there, though, from Bryce Reddick on his own boards, out there with Tyson Strachan, but Waugh was good too. Now Armstrong. They work it inside. Bounds will have to make a save. Another try out front. How did he miss in the end? Jonathan Phillips there now. 12 seasons at the Sheffield Steelers, gets pumped into the boards. Farina is out there causing a lot of troubles, and they might get a fight here off the play. We are going to see it. Here they go. It's yamped in over there with Farina. Farina just to the back of the head, and they fall over in the end. Never really came of too much, but Justin Farina back in the lineup. We get another little bit of a hug off the play. And Farina doing exactly what Todd Kelman wanted him to do, Gaff.
Interestingly, Jan Schmeichel had his arm up before the gloves came off. So
my apologies. Is it Farina? It's Joey Martin. My goodness. I saw the 8, and the last player I thought that would be Joey Martin. Here's Matt Marquardt, though, picking up things in the neutral zone. Looks to go at speed and use the big body and takes a big bump. Well, he went up a little high maybe on Hotham, but Hotham lost his stick in the play. No call, so it goes back to Scott Arson. Here's Mark Matheson now. Good battle out front. The Steelers have gone straight to net. Matheson through traffic, but there's too many bodies out there right now. And it's interesting from Andrew Lord going towards that line, because that's the Steelers' most potent line offensively and cumulatively this season anyway. Here they go, up on the wing. Shooting there was Justin Farina, and going towards it was Gleason Fournier jumping into the play. He gave it away, though, and now there's work to do on the back end for Crowder and Drew Parris. Mark Richardson, he'll follow the puck as well. Good bit of work there from Matthew Waugh up against Sean Bentafolio, but he was tenacious, was Bentafolio. Got it out front too, to the backhand of Pope, who winds anyway. Still out front the puck. They shoot again, and it's saved by Mustakovs, who just bailed out a bit of a messy play from his own team there. Franzler has it for the Sheffield Steelers, takes a bump from Justin Farina, and now it's with Zach Fitzgerald, who gave it away to Haddad. Out front is Farina. Haddad finds him, still on the doorstep. What a fine save, and they score! Mustakovs almost bailed his team out, but Paul Crowder picked up the trash. The Devils go 2-0 up. Under 2 minutes on the period, and this is a good bounce-back shift after the penalty kill for the Devils. Skating into the net is Farina, who bundles into Mustakovs. But play continues through traffic. Another try. Mustakovs plucks it out of mid-air. We get a whistle. And physicality out there. Wonder whether we'll see him step into it more. Through traffic, out front, easy for Bentafolio again. All sorts of time and space, but it just didn't work for him. Tyson Strachan for the Devils now up against John Armstrong. Tim Wallace out there with him. Matt Marquardt too. A little bit of a shifting there perhaps with things. We'll keep an eye on it. O'Connor tries to go through, but it was well blocked by Bryce Reddick, who's at the end of a long shift, and that's a better start for the Steelers here. In the zone now. Out front, big save from Ben Bounds there from Wallace. But right away the Steelers hit back.
Well, I mentioned Wallace, didn't I? And maybe there's more to see from him further up the line. It looks like we're going to get the opportunity to see that. I'll be interested to see how it goes.
They score! The Steelers hit back at the start of the period, couldn't find a goal. Instead, the Devils go up the other end. Now it's 3-0 early in the second. As the Steelers come into the zone now. Franzler, nice drop play from him. In on goal is Nelson. Backhand play. Bounds got a bit of his stick on it, I think, in the end. Matthew Waugh gets it back. But the Steelers can set things up again. Out they go with Franzler now. Just drops that one off. And out of the zone it goes. from Mark Matheson. Now, wow, shoots! It went over the right shoulder of Ben Bounds, and I'm not sure he covered that net entirely there. Wow could see it. But who's got work to do in the corner? Fitzgerald and Matheson for company, but what a play from Crowder out of the corner. Richardson shot the puck. Now again, stranded was Irvins Mustakovs, but somehow Crowder couldn't get it through in on goal. Again for Andrew Hotham. Winds, fires, blocked out front. It didn't hit Mustakovs. No, they score! Joey, her dad, with a net front presence, backhands it in. The Devils go 4-0 up. Here it is now for Mark Matheson. Farina in on him with a big bump. Matheson so key for the Steelers. Out of the zone they go though. Marquardt now 2-on-1 they go. Up on the wing. Phillips in on goal. Looks to pull a move and he just missed Marquardt altogether, who overskated things. And it stays at 4-0. The Steelers on the power play now. Big moment in the game. Here they go. Looking to hit back here with their #1 power play in the league. Looking to go out front there. There was room for Matthew Waugh, but he was facing his back to goal and couldn't make a play. Here's Tim Wallace now through traffic, but it was saved by Bounds, who saw it at the last second. It just opened up like the parting of the Red Sea did it for Tim Wallace, but Bounds stood tall. Around the boards they go now with Robert Dowd. The Devils have made their changes and looking to take advantage was Yampton there, but a little bit too slow. Still Yampton goes through, fires and scores! Andreas Yampton, what a play from him. The Devils killed the power play, but Yampton struck back. It's now 4-1. Now they play with a bit of confidence. In on goal is Marquardt, but he just couldn't make it happen. And Marquardt is one of those players who, through it goes, bouncing around in front of Bounds, who's going to make a save with the left pad. And the whistle goes. Here's Bentavolio. Nice play from here. Bit of work from Morissette. Now back to Andrew Hotham. Hotham goes back to Sean Bentavolio. Got some options. Trying to go out front. Fine save at the end from Mustakovs. And the Steelers are back to full strength with Fretter on the ice. Still pressure from the Devils though. Pope is there. Steps inside. Shoots. Handcuffs Mustakovs. Better battle out front though that time. And they cleared. Valdix though with a bit of room. Tipped in the end by Piggott. Chasing is Marquardt up against Drew Paris. Paris there, it goes to Armstrong. Armstrong's got to work hard though, and it breaks for Ben O'Connor. O'Connor shoots, well blocked by Mark Richardson, who's got lasered there. Over to Fitzgerald. There it is on Bounds, but he saw it all the way. Good battle out front. Waugh is in a tangle with Reddick. Reddick will like that exchange. He's a feisty guy. In comes Fitzgerald with a face cage on. Tyson Strachan is out there as well as the partner of Reddick, and it's just Waugh trying to get things going, guys.
Well, because Fitzgerald's got involved, the face-off now comes out of the zone, so the Devils will be very happy with the way that exchange went.
Hotham goes back to Farina. Farina back to Andrew Hotham. Hotham with a bit of room. Time, Crowder out front, tipped out front, through on Mustakovs, who was handcuffed, but in the end, got a hold of it. We get a whistle with just under 5 minutes gone in the third. Now the game management has been good so far. Strachan through traffic, tipped out front. Mustakovs has no idea where the puck is. But the good news for him is he saved it, and there'll be another face-off in the Steelers zone. To Davy Phillips, who will just pitchfork it just about into the Devils zone. My apologies, it was Mark Matheson there. Just a little bit lumbered in the neutral zone was Matheson, and the Steelers, they're skating on the back end, guys. It's questionable. Another chance. What a fight. Another try out front. They pack away at it, and Mustakovs, the Steelers all at sea. But Mustakovs makes a worldly save to keep this one at 4-1.
He gets himself out of trouble, Al, and so many times the Steelers have made poor defensive plays and turnovers in their own end, and you saw there just Mustakovs maybe in two minds whether to Jampton take it over or deal with it himself. In the end, he's just caught in the pressure, but excellent recovery from the Sheffield Steelers goaltender.
Here they go now on the break. The Steelers, 4 men join the rush. Here goes John Armstrong, but it got poked away from him. Marquardt will shoot, but Bounds makes a good save there. Sharp he was, and the Devils get that puck first up again. And it'll end up a 2-on-2 situation. Drop play to Tim Wallace. Wallace shoots, but it was wide of Bounds again. How many pucks have actually got through to Bounds from those positions, guys, tonight? The Devils have blocked a huge amount of shots, you've got to say. Here they go now again, the Steelers. Nelson through on bounds. He just lost it there though, and it might work for the Steelers to pick up some pieces, but Valdix is sent right out again away from Ben Bounds. Here they go, the Sheffield Steelers, pulling a move as Armstrong trying to make his way through. Started at an unbelievable pace for the Steelers this season. He's still a goal a game, but he's dried up a bit as recently as John Armstrong. So another draw one for the Devils, and Tyson Strachan will get rid of it. The icing was delayed, but getting there first is Jake Morissette. Bentavolio is jumping into the play, as is all, but goes on his own though. Jake Morissette and nearly found a way through Mustakovs. It was alert to that chance and made a good save. Here's Paul Crowder. Crowder shoots, and it was saved there, but that was a wicked shot from Crowder, who used the defenseman as a bit of a screen. Tyson Strachan working overtime there for the Cardiff Devils. It hops over O'Connor's stick, and he did lose out to Patrick Aslin, who's in here with a chance to set something up. Martin with a bit of room, the Devils with a rush. Reddick shoots, handcuffed him, still a chance. He made a fine save, Mustakovs, on first on Bryce Reddick, and then on Jake Morissette. How on earth did that go for a fifth for the Devils? Here they go again, Morissette into the zone, nice pass, Parrish shoots, Mustakovs saves, still out front, another chance was there for Bentavolio, and again he was all alone out front with Sean Bentavolio. Matheson there, goes back to Ben O'Connor, shoots well, blocked by Joey Haddad that time. Mustakov stays in the net, so you would imagine the Steelers are feeling this one's all but done. Wraparound try, fine save from Bounce, makes the second save on Batuar. We count the seconds down here, and what an atmosphere we've got in the building. The fans sense this is a big moment in the Cardiff Devils season so far. Trying to find another goal is Marquardt, but the Devils, with a roar of the home fans, win this one 4-1 in a dominant display against the Sheffield Steelers. They were superb from first minute to last. They were clinical in front of goal. They were strong and calculated in defence, backed up by some superb goaltending from Ben Bounds. And in the end, did we see this team find itself tonight and grow into what could be another championship winning team? This is a big night for the Cardiff Devils. For the Steelers, a lot of work to do, but the Devils win it 4-1.